The Banded Pallof Press. This is a fantastic core exercise, particularly working our obliques and our deep core muscles. We're also strengthening our hips, our knees, our ankles, our feet to stabilize this movement. This is fantastic for our general core health and functioning, as well as working on those anti-core rotational movements, which is so great for sports carryover. To set up, we're going to need an anchor point. I've got our strong band door anchor here, which I'm just putting around shoulder or chest height. I've also got our Power Pink strong band, which is our light band and goes from around 6 to 12 kilograms of resistance. You can use a band that's a good level of challenge for you. So we're going to attach the band to our door anchor. We're then going to just stand away from the anchor, so we take the slack out of the band, so it's no longer loose, but we're not really creating any extra resistance at this point. So my band is just around chest height and my hips are in line with the band. I'm just going to take one step out to the side, so I've started to get that bit more resistance here. We're going to get into a strong athletic position, so feet about hip width apart, knees slightly bent. I've got my shoulders over my hips, over my ankles here, and my band is in my hand with my fingers interlaced right in the middle of my chest. From here, control the band out, keeping it in line with your chest, and control it back in. I like to breathe in just before the rep, and out as I come out. Make sure you don't let that band pull you into the side. We really want to resist that movement. That's the whole aim of this exercise. And you also want to avoid leaning forwards or arching your back in the movement. So keep those shoulders stacked over the hips and over the ankles. You want to do around 12 to 15 reps to get a good level of challenge. Now, when you're ready to progress the exercise, you can take a little bit more of a step to the side to stretch that band out that little bit more. Just make sure you measure how many steps you take from that point where the band starts to stretch. If you're doing it at home, you can use reference points like an edge of a sofa or your bookshelf to keep it measurable. Once you get to the point where you've stretched the band around twice its original length, it's time to step up into a stronger band. So in this case, it would be the Onyx band. If you don't have lots of space at home and you want to progress the exercise, we can stay where we are and use our progress lines to measure and track our progress. So staying here, I've got my strong band logo right centered in the anchor, and I'm lining up my numbers. So I've got my 1s, my 2s, my 3s all together. I'm going to be holding both strands of the band here. I've just got the 1s above my hands, and I'm just going to squeeze it into the palm of my hand that's closer to the door anchor. Then I'm going to bring that band around to chest height. Everything else stays exactly the same. When I want to progress it a bit more, I can grab it even closer. So I've got my 2s, my feet staying where they are, onto the 3s, and so on. To reduce the resistance, you can take a little step back. Just make sure you've got some resistance on the band to start. You can also use our extra light band, which is the laser line band. That is your Banded Pallof tutorial. I'm Sai, co-founder of Strong Band. Get stronger for longer.